Bootstrap also helps us with our typography. So Bootstrap بيقدم لنا كتير من font styling ل font size ل font weight ل different styles of for enhancing our font. So let's say and I want to use the heading attributes. It's simple لأنه Bootstrap gives us default styles for that. Yeah, let's say I want to use my H1, it's semi-bold with 38 pixels, my H2 is 32, my H3 is 24, H4 is to 18, H5 is 16, and H6 is 12 pixels. What Bootstrap also does is that they use global defaults. So my text size would be 14 pixels, which is the global default for font size on the web, and they will use the line height of 1.48, which are good practices and make our website look professional. In addition to that, if I want to emphasize on a sentence, I can give it the class lead. The class leads makes it stand out. It gives it a bigger font, a slightly bigger font, and it gives it some semi-bold styling. Also, Bootstrap gives us functionalities to the small tags. It gives us to the bold tags, which are used as strong, emphasis, which means to italicize our text. The usage of I and B is great, okay, but I, when given a class, let's say starting with an icon, it will reference an icon from the glyphonics we talked about earlier. So it's better to use emphasis. In addition to that, if I want to align my text, I can use text left to align left, text center to align center, and text right to align right. Just a point to keep in mind is that these work with respect to their parent divs. So let's say if I had a div which started from here, okay, my left aligned text will start from the border of this div, and my middle aligned text will be in the middle of the parent div, not of my total body. Okay. In addition to that, I can color text by using any of these classes based on what the text is and how important it is. Bootstrap also gives us functionalities like adding helping text to our abbreviation. So let's say I had an abbreviation called ATTR, which stands for attribute. So what I would do is that I would use the abbreviation tag in HTML, and then I would give it a title. The title is what will appear when I hover over this abbreviation. Notice how Bootstrap changes the mouse to add a question mark to it. So these are all good points to see. In addition, I can use it like for abbreviations such as this HTML, which stands for hypertext markup language. Bootstrap also has a special font for addresses, which is good because it makes it stand out. It also helps us with the emails, with the links, as I mentioned earlier. Also, block quotes are very good in Bootstrap because it gives us a thick left border, which makes it look more as a quote. It removes the default quotes which come with the HTML. In addition to that, we can use like small. We can combine several tags to get a cool view of the page. So let's say I can use the small tags for to reference who said this saying. I can also use the PoolRight class to make my text to push my text to the right. So what happens is that my text has a margin right of 0, which pulls it to the utmost right. In addition to that, Bootstrap also gives us lists. Okay, the lists are styled in a way that just like normal text, they fix the font size and the font and the line height and so on. What Bootstrap also gives us is the ability to remove the bullet points. by just using the class list unstyled. We can also have a list, inline list, which is used in menus. By just adding the class list inline, it will remove the bullet points and float everything to the left. Okay. I can also use the description tag, which is good in places like this. I can add the DL and the DT, which is data label, and which stands for data description also, and so on. It's just a huge library we can use to know more about, to style our text.